Justin, excellent job there as far as you're concerned with the update. Dodgers finally won a game today, about time. I think the kid's going to come play. Now, he played, this is the kid from Real Madrid. Didn't he play for the Phoenix new head coach in Europe? So maybe from that standpoint, he wants to make sure that Phoenix, I don't know. I don't know how to read that. I thought he was a done deal as far as the NBA is concerned. He's 19. Maybe that's not as big a deal or a done deal as I thought. So we'll keep an eye on that as far as the draft is concerned, with Phoenix having that first pick. Dodgers finally did win a game today. They got a good ball game out of Justin Turner. That team has been a complete mess. Need to get a little something going. You got to start somewhere. I know beating the Marlins is no big shakes. They had lost the series here. 2 out of 3. I get that, but they needed to win a game here today in the absolute worst way. And if you look where you are right now, as far as Major League Baseball is concerned, there are about 2 or 3 teams who you thought were going to be really good that are in some trouble, and they're one of them. The Dodgers right now, of where they are as far as that division is concerned. Now, listen, they get a little advantage because the Dodgers don't have anybody that is, the Arizona's not played that great. And I've said this forever. Arizona's got a tremendous consistency about them all year long, but the 7 games over 500. So it's not like they've gone out there and have gone crazy. There's 7 games over 500, Arizona, yet they have, and the Dodgers, who are, going into the day, were 16-26. They were only 8.5 back. When you're 10 under 500, you like to think you'd be, that's not a ton of games behind. I mean, if you look at, say, Tampa, all right? Now, Tampa is 3 under 500 and 9.5 out. Baltimore is 16 under, they're 16 out. The Royals are 7. There's another example, is the American League Central, because of how bad those teams are. Texas is 10 under, and they're 10 out. So, I mean, the Dodgers actually should really count their lucky stars that they have been so indifferent. They have been beaten by Arizona all year long, but somehow, some way, they're not in awful shape based on the fact that Arizona has not played very well over the last period of time. And Arizona right now goes on a long road trip. Now, they're good at home, good on the road. They're 11-6, but they go to Citi Field. I'm assuming DeGrom and Syndergaard will pitch. They do that, and then they go to Milwaukee, and then they go to Oakland. So not an easy road trip as far as the Diamondbacks are concerned in the NL West right now. And again, if you look at baseball where you are, the American League is much better than the National League. I mean, Houston, the Yankees, and the Red Sox, and the Red Sox now are 2 out. Those 3 teams are much better than any team in the National League. I'm not going to put the Indians there, obviously, and I'm not going to put the Angels there or Seattle or any of those other teams. I'm just talking about those big 3. And Houston's record is only 10 over 500, but we all know Houston is a big-time team because of their pitching and their balance and all those things. Houston, the Yankees, and the Red Sox are much better than anybody in the National League. Much. I mean, maybe the Nationals down the road, and maybe that's possible, with Scherzer and Strasburg, and they get Murphy in the mix and Rendon healthy and everything else. Maybe we'll put them in that conversation, middle of the summer. Maybe we'll do that. But right now, the 3, I mean, the winner of the triumvirate, I think it's either going to be Yankees or the Astros. I don't think the Red Sox are nearly as good. To me, if you ask me right now, and, it's a long way off, and, don't hold me to it. But if you ask me right now, the Yankee-Astro survivor is going to win a championship, if you ask me right now. I really don't think there's anybody else that is going to do that. And if you ask me right now, we knew there was a Super 7 before the year began with the Yankees, the Indians, Houston, the Red Sox, Washington, Cubs, and the Dodgers. Right now, it's turned down to a 6 because you can't put LA in that mix anymore. Right now, and I'm not going to eliminate the Cubs. They're 4 games over. They played 40 games. Let's not go crazy with the Cubs. They still could easily jump up and be part of the discussion of being a big-time team. Washington's playing well right now. Washington was 11-16, and now Washington, is 13-2 in the last 15 games. So I will not include Washington. I think Washington is still part of that mix. Right now, the one team, and the Indians last year were 48-45 in 100 games. So I'm going to leave the Indians out too. They won 22 straight, and they're going to make the playoffs. So right now the Indians aren't in that Super 7, but they could still get there. The team that I don't think will get there are the Dodgers. Because at 10 under 500, they've been so bad that I don't think the Dodgers will be considered at the end of the year into that category of those teams. Yankees, the Red Sox, the Astros, the Cubs, the Nationals, the Indians, I think you can put in there still. But I do think there's a huge drop-off. I think the Yankees, I'll cut it down. I'll cut to the chase. I think the Yankees and the Reds. I think the Yankees and the Astros are by far the two best teams. I don't even think the Red Sox. The Red Sox got too many holes to me. I don't love their starting pitching after Sale. Price, who knows? I don't love their bullpen. I'm not in love with that Yankee team, with that Red Sox team as much as Price, who knows? I don't love their bullpen. I'm not in love with that Yankee team, with that Red Sox team as much as everybody else is, myself, personally. So to me, it really is Yankees and the Astros. I know the Astros haven't been great, but I love their starting pitching. Verlander won last night. He beat Garrett Richards 2-0. That was a big game. They won the series. To me, right now, Houston needed to beat the Angels. The Angels had beaten them 2 out of 3 in Houston. Right now, the Yankees and the Astros are by far the best teams. And the Yankees, you can make an argument better than the Astros. They beat them 3 out of 4. So if you really wanted to go one step further, you could put the Yankees over Houston if you wish in baseball. I think everybody else right now is trying to find their way. And that includes I can't say the Red Sox. After the 3, everybody's trying to find their way. I mean, the Indians are 21-21. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, the Dodgers are 10 under. The Mets and Giants, we all thought recovered. Giants are 22-22. The Mets are a game over. And the Mets were 11 and the Mets were 12. I mean, the Mets were 12-2. They're 8-17 since. I mean, I don't consider Atlanta and Philadelphia big time teams. I don't consider Pittsburgh a pennant contender. I look at Washington and the Cubs, two teams that I would expect good things to happen here down the road. Okay, let's get your calls in after a quick break. We're at 3. Let's see if we can bolster that a little bit as we chat to you about what's going. Eddie laugh as he chat to you about the. I'll give you 3 hours of Kevin Lockery if you're not careful. We will continue here on Mad Dog Unleashed, 20 in front of the hour. We're back right after this.